Morning. Friday, November 18th, 2022. I'm Larissa. Fat girl Larissa. This is my fat girl diary. Hey, you coming in here? What's your story? What's your story, Morning Glory? What's the word, hummingbird? Come on in. Come on. You can open that door. Come on. Hey, you coming up here? Is it kisses time? It is. Brody loves fat girl Larissa. Yeah, he does. He's gonna sit in my lap. Hi, buddy. How are you today? Oh, don't touch the tail. Don't touch the tail. No tail touching. Tail touching. Tail touching. Oh, don't touch it. Don't touch my tail. Don't do it. Arr. How are you today, buddy? Did you have sweet dreams? Did you have sweet dreams last night? Did you? Did you snuggle with Daddy? Did you keep Mummy's spot in the bed warm until Mummy came up to bed? Tea. Time to drink from skulls.
Time to drink from skulls, yes.
It is time to drink from skulls. Brody, do you drink from skulls? Brody. Brody. How come you don't like me to touch your tail? How come? You let Margot brush around your butthole, but I can't touch your tail? What about this? Can I touch just this little piece? Not even a little piece? Hey, 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 hey. You know the rule. Are you telling me if I touch your tail, you're going to lick your dick? If I touch your tail, does it make you want to lick your dick? Is that what the story is? Okay. Well, in that case, if that's what the story is, where's this tea of mine? It's cold this morning. Omar had his beanie on. TGIF. TGIF. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do about the laundry. I don't know. I feel like, well, it's like always there. And the hamper is always overflowing. Always, always, always. So I'm gonna have to do some laundry today. Story of my life. Laundry and cooking. We had leftovers yesterday. What am I gonna make for dinner tonight? I don't know, I got some leftover eggplant down there I gotta do something with, right? It's too much to just throw away. It needs to be ate. I was thinking I could put it in a tomato sauce. I could put it in a tomato sauce. I could put it in a tomato sauce. And make some rice. What'd I tell you about that? I wasn't even touching your tail. Okay, scratch your ear. He's trying to sneak in dick licking. And then he's going to try to give me dick licking kisses. And he's scratching his ear. Is it itchy? I know. I don't know what wood Omar's been burning. But there's a couple trees on the property here. And when we burn them, they burn my throat. And there's one in particular. I think there was an ornamental or something that was dead, that was cut down, and there was a stump, and I wanted that stump taken out, so we took the stump out. This was like when we first moved in. So we took out the rest of that stump, and we burned it. And when we burned it, it smelled like cloves. Like it released this oil smell, and it smelled like cloves. And it burned my throat. It burned my eyes. It was like Omar didn't smell it or taste it or anything, but I did. And there was something that he was putting in the wood burn stove yesterday, and it was just like killing me. It like took all of my self-control to keep myself from coughing, you know? Oh my God, it was terrible. I don't know what it was. But there's a couple things, and he puts them in there. My eyes water, and wish I knew what it was, so I could go out there and tell him, don't cut this down. I don't want this in there. It's not poison oak because like he can't handle poison oak, and I don't get poison oak. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get poison ivy either, or the poison sumac. I don't get them. There's a whole bunch of mushrooms out in the yard right now, and there's one that I don't know. I can't tell if it's an edible one or the poisonous one, so I'm just not going to eat it. But it looks good. It smells good. But some of the ones that are poisonous smell really good. Like they smell delicious. There's a whole bunch of mushrooms out there right now. There's gonna be mushrooms anywhere. The house that we rented, the last house that we rented in Oakland, the front yard, I'm pretty sure it was abalone mushroom that was growing down inside some of the irises. And it would come up. I'm pretty sure it was abalone mushroom. I was like 90% sure. Took my book out and looked at it. But I never ate any of it. And then there were death caps. There was a death cap that grew in the backyard. I pulled it up and threw it away before it poofed open and released its spores, because I recognized it, because it gets that like egg around it in the membrane. And I pulled that out of there so we wouldn't have more. It was big. They're pretty. They really are. They're pretty. They're pretty dangerous. That's a funny face, huh? I used to make that face at my Grandma Rose all the time. And she made one that was similar back at me, but hers was more like... and our little language of making faces. Evil bunny face. Oh, but the laundry. Oh. If I had magical powers, I'd just wiggle my nose and the laundry would be done. Finished that silk jacket yesterday. Oh, it's so lovely. It really, really is. It's so pretty. I love raw silk. I do. This is the nightgown. Like I want to get some more of that raw silk and make this nightgown. This nightgown's so comfortable. It is. This one's just made out of muslin. Muslin. Muslin and Palencia. No, it's not made out of Palencia. It's made out of muslin. Oh, so I think I'm going to start a new clown suit. I'm going to use one of those velvets and make myself a new clown suit. And there just might be enough left over for me to make a jacket after. A velvet jacket. A clown suit out of that velvet's going to be nice. Yeah, it will be. I got one clown suit. The buttons came off. 2 of the buttons came off. I got to put the buttons back on. I just haven't done it. But I haven't worn that clown suit because of the buttons. The buttons. I don't know. Holidays. I still think about the holidays and coming up. Oh, think about all the people who have died in December. All the horrible interactions. My Auntie Mum died in October. If I remember correctly, her funeral was on my mother's birthday. When was it my pappy died? Was it in November? Pappers died in October. Muhammad died in December. Grandma Rose died in December. All the people who died, died. All the people who died, died. Oh my god. I don't know. What am I going to do with that eggplant? If I mixed it with some tomato sauce and made up some bread dough, I could stuff some bread with it. I could stuff some bread with it. That would be good. And then I could pop those in the freezer to have on hand for like sandwiches for when I'm not home to make lunch for Omar. He can take them out of the freezer then and put it in the toaster oven. Because, you know, I'm a crafty bitch like that. That way he's not just eating peanut butter on toast, right? Or cold sausages. I don't know. No, barbecue tonight. Barbecue. I got that spaghetti squash down there. Oh. I could do the eggplant and put it in a red sauce, and we could have it with that spaghetti squash, and that would be good. And then he could have some sausages with it, and I could grill a piece of fish or a veggie burger. I like spaghetti squash. I do. It's really good with a lot of butter. Butter and garlic and ginger and salt. It's delicious. It's delicious. My Auntie Mum. So she used to always say about everything. It's delicious. My Auntie Mum. Oh, she was so funny. She'd eat salad with like half a bottle of salad dressing. She'd have a bowl of salad and it would just be like all salad dressing. She's a funny lady. I made potato salad last week and it was good, but I made too much dressing. It was too wet. It needed more potatoes. It did. But it was good. The dressing was good. It was closest I've gotten to my dressing being right, I think. In my opinion. Oh, fat girl, always thinking about food. Always thinking about food. No, it's not that I'm always thinking about food. It's just that like that's like a big part of my day is food preparation, right? Because I'm just like some fucking house bitch. Ugh. I really hope we find a spot for me to rent to put in a storefront here soon. I really do. Because I got all this shit that I made. And I keep making shit. I do. I keep making shit. Because if I don't, like, what the hell else am I going to do? Right? Because there's no way in hell I'm doing any more volunteer work. Because it's not like I, you know, it's not like I need accolades for it, but I fucking get bit in the ass. Every time I do volunteer work, I get used and abused. And so it's like, no, I'm not giving my time to anybody else anymore. And the fucking work is like, if you want me to do that fucking work, you got to fucking pay me. And if you're not going to pay me, I'm not going to do it. Fuck you, Barack Obama, and your volunteerism. That's how I feel about that. I'm sick and tired of doing volunteer work. It's bullshit. So some other bitch can get paid. No. Right? You say, oh, it's a good resume builder. Oh, well, I got a huge fucking resume. Tired of working for fucking free. Fucking California. Ugh. Other stuff down there I want to make. I still have the plastic baby jewelry. Still have that to work on. But see, that part of the studio is down in the basement. And it gets rough for me going up and down the stairs all day. So I need a nice space where I can have my workspace and my storefront all on one floor. So I can sit and be working on shit or stand and be working on shit and people can come in and buy it if they want to buy it instead of stealing it out of my house, right? Oh. Oh, to a God unknown. Burton is really angry about that tree, huh? People just are too neb-shitty, right? Too neb-shitty. What the hell's it hurting him talking to that fucking tree? What is it hurting? Nothing. Nothing. It's not hurting nothing. Letting the devil in talking to the trees. Oh my goodness. Trees do talk. The trees totally talk and they communicate. It's the devil. Foosball's the devil. People are so crazy. People are so crazy when it comes to that shit. Oh my God. Witchcraft. I've known people who've been practicing witches, and the only people they ever seemed to hurt was themselves. So, like, I don't even care. Like, I don't even know what like, why people get all upset about that shit either. She's a witch. I'm not a witch. I'm not. I went to one of their services, a couple of their services. You know, because I've been to lots of different religious services. I've been to Jewish services. I've been to lots of different Christian services. I've been to Zen tea ceremonies. I've been to the ashram. Like, you know. And honestly, the witches' circle, the coven, was very, very, very similar to the Catholic Mass. It was very similar. Very similar. What was it, for Imbolc, I think? I think it was an Imbolc circle. Right? Whatever. Like I said, high's good. One thing I will say about witchcraft, that I do recognize, and it's not something that I waste my time on. There is the imposition of one's will upon another person's will without consent. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that energetically. I think that's yucky. So, that's why I don't practice. Right? And seeing that is a thing that sets Reiki apart from witchcraft. I think I've talked about this before. Like, you can send Reiki to someone without them knowing. However, Reiki does not enter the sphere of someone who is not open to it. So it approaches the person's highest self, which is located in the most external part of the aura, the most extended part of the aura, right? And if the highest self says no thank you, we're not open at this time, then Reiki goes back to source, and source is not the practitioner, and you have to accept that as practitioner, that it is not you that does anything, right? It's the intelligentsia of Reiki energy, and Reiki life force energy comes from the highest good, right? This is all part of the whole understanding of the process. So it is not witchcraft, and even the Vatican has recognized that, right? The Vatican's argument with Reiki is that women should not do it, and that's because they recognize it as being on par with the laying on of hands, right? A practice of healing that's what Reiki is. It's a laying on of hands, and they say only men are supposed to practice that. It's a power and control thing. It's a power and control thing. It totally is, right? They don't want women to be able to participate in sacrament, right? Oh no! Don't let those women get too uppity. Don't let those women get too uppity and think that they have some sort of power. And that's what's so ridiculous, is that you have to surrender your ego in order to practice Reiki and understand that you don't have any power. Oh, he's put wood in that fireplace now. He put wood. I don't know what that tree is. What that tree is that he's got in there right now, but I can feel it. It's like burning my neck, my throat. My eyes, oh my gosh, my eyes feel all burny all of a sudden. I can taste it in the air. Like I said, it tastes like cloves. I'm allergic to cloves. So like when I had my wisdom teeth out, they got infected, right? Because at the time I was a pretty heavy smoker at the time. And they got infected. So I had to go to the dentist, and they packed clove oil into the holes. I got dry socket. It was terrible. And I was allergic to the clove oil, and I threw up everywhere. It was awful. It was awful. It was when I went on our first dating. We went out to dinner. I had gazpacho. Threw up all over myself. Gazpacho. It was awful. I couldn't eat gazpacho for years. It's terrible. In the parking lot of his apartment. That's what this tastes like. It's clove. Ugh. So yesterday I started my new tea regimen, and so I've been doing a reishi tea, both a sweet one and a savory one. Like in place of lunch, I've been doing a bouillon broth with ginger and reishi mushroom and a couple other herbs, right? And then the reishi mushroom and orange peel tea, and I think today I will add dandelion tea. Do a couple weeks of dandelion tea, and do a liver flush. Yeah, I guess what I'm gonna do. It's a good time of year to be doing that. Yeah. Oh, I need to go get some more reishi mushroom, dried reishi mushroom. I have to go to the Staff of Communism to get it. Oh my God, Staff of Communism. We're now calling Whole Foods whole capitalism. Whole capitalism, Staff of Life is Staff of Communism. Staff of Raw! Is this archaeological discovery? Potentially they have found Cleopatra's tomb. That'd be really cool. It would be. Cleopatra. Wonder if they'll find a bunch of snake skeletons too. All the asps. Supposedly her and Mark Anthony are buried together. So romantic. Oh, Mark Anthony. Oh. He said, kiss my ass, bitch. Hey, Brody. Hey, Brody. Hey, Brody. If you were a human man instead of a dog man, would you want to run away with Mummy? Huh? If you were a human man instead of a dog man, would you want to run away with Mummy? Huh? 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 Hey. 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 Got your tail. Are you amused? No. Brody's not amused. Well. Oh, and I saw they found some bronze hand. They found some bronze hand in Spain. It's even older than everything that they found before, and has a precursor of the Basque language on it. The reason that this is a big deal is because Basque culture says that they're indigenous to Spain, and there are other people, other groups, other people who say no, you're not indigenous to Spain, that you actually migrated from someplace else. But what is really interesting to me is how everyone puts so much importance on this. And really, it's because of superiority complex, right? No, humanity's really from here. No, we're from here. No, we're from here. Oh my gosh, you're not really human. Oh my God. Well, we have no idea what kind of life was on this planet when all of the continents were in one mass, right? Because recycling. I mean, there could have been stuff on this planet that we have no idea about, right? There could have been other civilizations. Shit, there could have been aliens that inhabited this planet. There could have been aliens on this planet that did something and made the whole Pangea break up, and that's what the cause was. We don't know. You know, there's some people who believe that the pyramids are even older than what Egyptologists say they are. There's some Egyptologists that believe that too. They believe that it's possible that those pyramids were actually nuclear reactor fueling stations for spaceships. Do you know that? Do you know that? Mm-hmm. There's people who believe that. I've read some pretty interesting arguments for it. We don't know. We don't know for sure. We don't know. Who the hell knows? Why does it matter? How did they move those giant rocks? How'd they do it? How'd they cut them? How'd they cut them so perfect? How'd they do it? I don't know. I don't know. With their Wayne Braves. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Anyway.